is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Tonight is going to be just us hanging out. Not really anything in particular, no kind of topic tonight. I just kind of wanted to get on here and hang out with you guys and just see how everything goes. I'm going to post a link in the live chat here in a minute. If anybody wants to join me on here and just hang out and talk for a little while, you can. If my hair looks all crazy, if my hair is all messed up, just got out of the shower. So yeah, just a really chill Friday night so far. Been hanging out, watching movies, of course, and just taking it easy, just relaxing. And yeah, so if anybody wants to get on here and hang out, it's been it's been a great Friday, man. It's been a great Friday. It's been finally a not hectic Friday where there's just a ton of things going on. It's actually a fairly calm Friday, so yeah, can't complain, basically. But I'm gonna get rid of this rock music. This rock music's like over here, like, yeah, man, all right. Trying to get some background music here, whatever they got on StreamYard. What was that one? They got one song on here I don't mind. I think it was called Driving at Night or something. I think they took it off. Oh, that sucks. But a lot of stuff going on right now, guys. A lot of releases coming up. As far as Blu-ray 4K special edition releases, there's a lot of those coming up right now. There's a lot of newer horror films coming out that have been announced that are going to be coming out usually, I think, in between like September and October. So the movie world is very, very busy right now. There's a lot going on. There's, of course, the big one is the new Exorcist film that everybody's talking about. And actually, me hearing about and just talking about Exorcist really made me want to go watch the second one, which I guess technically I could because I own the second one on VHS tape. But I actually found the Blu-ray for a cheap price. Now, I know people are thinking I'm crazy, but I wanted to pick that movie up on Blu-ray, number one, because I remember it visually. If anything in that movie, I remember it being visually amazing to look at. And so I kind of want to see it in high def. And I heard it has features. And the only reason why I didn't get that Blu-ray for a while is because of how expensive it was. But now I found it for a good, cheap price. I think what it was is I was trying to get it the slipcover. Good luck with that. But I don't know. Talking about Exorcist really made me want to go and watch part 2 for some reason. We got John Grande here. What's up, John? How you doing? We're just hanging out, man. Nothing particular, no kind of like topic tonight. I'm just hanging out with you guys on the Friday night. Got my Mountain Dew. I swear it's Mountain Dew. I know it's in a red cup. I swear it's Mountain Dew. Strong Mountain Dew. Nah, I'm just joking. But yeah, we're just hanging out tonight, John. Just talking. I was talking about some of the stuff that's going on, man. There's just so much stuff coming out in October and September in the theater, physical media wise. There's just so much. Oh, nice. Honey D. Can't go wrong with that, man. Can't go wrong with that. But there's just so much going on right now, man. There's a new Saw movie coming out, Saw 10. And there's the Exorcist movie that's coming out. I feel like I'm missing other ones. But there's the fact that we have a Saw 10 coming out. Like, it's just, I don't know. What a bizarre time we're in right now with horror. That's all I'm going to say. Very bizarre time. But with Saw, here's my thing. As long as it has gore, I'll relatively enjoy it. I'm not looking for much else with Saw anymore. I mean, you got to know what you're getting with Saw now. Especially if they're calling it Saw 10. It's literally called Saw 10 at this point. So, which is strange. Why are they calling this one Saw 10? Why are we going back to the old font? Why are we going back to the old kind of posters they used to do? Kind of wonder if this is a nostalgia. I'm not sure. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. I don't know if it's a nostalgia act or not. Also, the link is in the chat, y'all. I have just posted the link in the chat. I've pinned it to the top so it won't go away. It's up there. John, you're more than welcome to come on and hang out for a little bit if you want. Anybody out there that joins, so the link is up there. It'll be up there for a while. I plan on hanging out pretty much for a couple hours or whatever. We'll be on here for a little bit. Depends on who all comes in and what all happens. I guess this is kind of like a little pre-Sunday Night Insomnia thing that we got going on here. Yeah, I don't understand it. It's taking place between the first one and the second one. And I think at this point, they're just they're wanting to go back to Jigsaw so bad that the only way they can do it is by making prequels. And I feel like they shot themselves in the foot the moment they killed off Jigsaw. Because if you noticed, the moment they killed off Jigsaw in part 3, they just could not get away from him. They just couldn't. They couldn't let it go on to Hoffman, which I wouldn't mind. I don't think Hoffman's that bad of a character. I know a lot of people hate Hoffman. They despise Hoffman. I didn't hate him. I thought the actor did decent. He had a real dark presence to him. He was much more of a darker Jigsaw in a way. He's much more vicious. And while I don't hate where they took his character in part 5 and on, or really was it part 5 or was it part 6? I can't remember. I think it was part 6. They made him an outright killer in that movie. And I feel like they kind of ruined Hoffman towards the end. And I don't even think they gave Amanda a chance. It's like they didn't even give Amanda a chance. Everybody was hyped for Amanda, and they didn't even give her a fair chance. So it kind of sucks. What's up, Sean Blue? How you doing? We're just talking about all the upcoming releases right now, including a very, very nice Hellraiser 4K set, which I'm going to try and share my screen if it will let me. If it's on Arrow, I can show it, but I don't even know if it's on the site yet. But there is a 4K box set of Hellraiser 1 through 4. I think it's from the UK, but they are 4K. I'm assuming that that's region free, and I'm assuming that Hellraiser is Warner Bros. I heard from one of my good friends, Sasha, that Warner Bros. Releases region-free 4Ks and, well, obviously 4Ks, but Blu-ray, everything from Warner Bros. Is region-free. That's what I was told. Hopefully Sasha can get on here and confirm that, but I believe Hellraiser is owned by Warner Bros. Because I seen it on HBO Max. But then again, Warner Bros. Owns why'd I blank out? Nightmare on Elm Street. They own Nightmare on Elm Street. You can't find it on HBO Max anymore. So weird. Whoever owns Nightmare on Elm Street, they've treated Nightmare on Elm Street so bad at this point. It's just okay. So I did find it. I want to share it real quick. I do have the 4Ks right here from Arrow. Hopefully Arrow doesn't take down the stream. But I mean, look at this really nice 4K set. I mean, it's absolutely beautiful. I'm getting this as soon as I possibly can. I missed out on that Exorcist 4K box set. And this is limited edition. You can get the Blu-ray, the 4K. I know I'm not in the US one. But these are all 4K. So if y'all are fans, is this the one I'm looking at, or is this the wrong one? Is this the wrong one? Let me check. This could be the wrong one. So no, it is 4 movies. Look, region A, B, and C. So it is appearing to be region free. So that is cool. And I think you can just pre-order right now if you want to, which I'll do that as soon as I can. Hopefully it'll still be available. Don't take them all, guys. I'm being nice. Don't fucking go out there and buy 18 of these goddamn fucking sets and go on eBay and shit. Please, guys, please save me one. All I need is one. All I need is one. Please. I'm just joking. I know you guys are good people. Man, they just go out of sell so fast. But I'm going to get on that as soon as I can. I just wanted to let you guys know, if you're a fan of Hellraiser 1 through 3 at least, that's what I'm getting there for. Hellraiser 1 through 3, I'm a huge fan of. This is a beautiful set. Looks amazing. 4K. These movies are going to look great in 4K. And I really want to see these movies in high definition. So, Hellraiser 4 is in there. Low key, do want to see a Hellraiser 4 in 4K. I do think that that would be a cool thing. But, yeah. I wanted to show that because I missed out on that Exorcist 4K set. And I'm so sad about that. Yeah, I'm so sad that I missed out on that Exorcist big giant box set. What's up, Cara? How's it going?
So does that box set have the remake in it?
No, this one I think only has the first 4. I think. Yeah, 1 through 4. But they're all in 4K, so that is
1
cool.
through 4. That. I mean, how many were there in the original series? Because I remember towards the end they got like really bad.
There's a lot. There's like an insane amount on 4. Well, not on 4K, but there's an insane amount in the franchise. Like, I think at this point they're at 11 movies or something like that.
So this is only the first 4 movies, like part 1, part 2, part 3, and part 1.
Yeah, honestly, they're the only ones you really need. The other ones, I don't know.
Grande.
Sorry, I'm just trying to read these real quick if I get quiet. Yeah, I did hear about that. John, it's weird hearing that they're gonna release that set, and then I've heard they're gonna cancel it, or they've canceled it. I don't know what's going on with that at this point. We'll see. Of course, I'm hoping they release it because that would be amazing. But I've heard that they've been having trouble with the rights and everything. So we'll see.
Well, is there like a whole rights issue right now with Nightmare on Elm Street?
Yeah, Warner Bros. Is acting weird with it. They've taken Nightmare on Elm Street off of all the other streaming services, and they're being real stingy with it. I think what it is secretly they're making a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie, and they don't want all the Nightmare on Elm Street movies available on streaming for when that gets announced. People are going to be like, oh, I want to go watch it. And it's like, well, you can only buy the DVDs, or you can go buy the Blu-rays, or you can go. They're just trying to keep it to where people go buy more whenever it comes out or whenever it's announced.
So you don't think it's a Friday the 13th situation? You don't think it's that?
I don't think so. They've got much more control over the rights than the Jason, which they finally got everything cleared up. They can make new Friday the 13th movies. They just can't have Jason in the hockey mask. They can have Jason in the Baghead. They just can't have him in the hockey mask.
Wait, you're telling me they can make a Friday the 13th movie, but they can't have the most iconic part of a Friday the 13th movie?
Sorry, what?
So what you're saying is that, they can make a Friday the 13th movie. They just can't have the most iconic part of a Friday the 13th movie.
Yeah, basically. They could make a new Jason movie. They just can't have him wear the hockey mask. That's why in the show, I don't think Jason's going to be wearing a hockey mask in the show. I think he's going to be wearing the Baghead.
What if they change it up, though? What if they change up the hockey mask where it doesn't look exactly like the original, but it's still a hockey mask? Would that work, or is it just no? Can't use any.
It could. It could, if they made it look like an actual hockey mask. They could probably get away with that. Because
I know there's people out there who like Sack Jason from Part 2, but honestly, it's not the look. Like, yeah, the hockey mask makes more sense to me than anything else, because if you're a killer, wearing a hockey mask is much easier to see out of than, a bag on your head with one eye hole.
Yeah, they could get away with it by just messing around with the hockey mask. Like, I'm assuming they don't want Jason wearing the one with the red diamonds and the shape, but if they mess around with it, they could go and use that mask, the Roy. Oh, wrong way. There you go. The Roy mask.
I got it even better. Use the one from Never Hike Alone.
Yeah, you could use it. I seen some pictures where people were showing a hockey mask where it was like from the down here below was like I guess it's from the comics where his mask is gone and you can see his like lower mouth. He kind of like Batman, or like like superheroes, how you can only see like their face below.
Oh, you're talking about when his mask got cut in half.
Yeah, which I was like, that could be good. This is kind of weird, but could be good. We got Ian here. What's up, Ian?
I just think go with the whole, go with using the Never Hike Alone mask, and if you can't do that, make it like a really decayed hockey mask. Like it would make sense because he's underwater most of the time, because fuck Freddy vs. Jason Holt being afraid of water and shit. That's stupid.
Yeah, for real. I don't know. I think we're gonna get a hockey mask back. I think it'll happen. It's not gonna look the same. It's gonna have to look a little different.
I'm just saying, Jason's been gone for too long. I want him back with the hockey. Like, maybe not the exact same one, but a hockey mask. I want the Jason I know.
Yeah. I'm hoping to see Jason get the hockey mask back too.
I don't want a remake version where it's like, I mean, you can mess with the timeline, get rid of a few movies, but I want zombie Jason.
I think if they make a new one, if anything, they'll have it pick up after part 8, because that'll be an easy way to well, not really because of the ending. Maybe part 7. You can have it pick up after part 7, where Jason's under the water and just comes back out.
Yeah.
Part 8 it'd be kind of weird because you'd have to. What's up, Ben? How you doing?
Well,
you'd have to explain how he got back to being an adult again.
Okay, there's actually, I don't think most people know this. Like, people take that scene too literally, but how I've always taken that scene is that Jason did melt from the sludge. He didn't turn into a kid. That was a hallucination. Because she's hallucinating out throughout the whole movie. Like, he does not turn into a kid.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's how I've always explained it. I've always seen people take that scene. Like, for me, I'm like, you're taking that scene too literally. I don't believe I don't believe that was the creator's intent, that he was supposed to turn back into a kid. It was just supposed to be that she's seeing this thing melt away into nothingness and she hallucinates kid, because she's been doing it the whole movie.
Yeah, I can see that. I can see that. And that would make a lot more sense. I think she probably has some kind of maybe in a way another a sixth sense or something, where she can see visions of, I don't know if ghosts would be the right way to put it. Maybe because she's seeing Kid Jason to the whole movie, so there's got to be a reason why she's seeing him. Maybe she has psychic powers or something, or some kind of clairvoyance. I'm not sure.
Well, there is that.
You could pick it up after part 7 or 8. You could follow a majority of the movies. I just don't think they're going to be able to follow part 9 or 10 or Freddy vs. Jason, because those are all kind of weird, where it's they all don't really connect and they're all kind of their own thing and they don't really follow anything. So they're all 3 really weird storylines.
Okay, here's how you can keep Freddy vs. Jason in the timeline without anything being, too screwy. Because people say, oh, you have to keep Jason Goes to Hell canon if you're gonna keep Freddy vs. Jason. Not necessarily. Because what you could have happen is say, oh, well, in Jason Takes Manhattan, he was dissolved into nothingness, and that the whole Kid Jason was a hallucination, and that when he was dissolved, you know, while his body was healing from, you know, getting hit with toxic sludge, that, you know, that scene where Freddy wakes up his body and he's like sitting in the woods, like you could say,
Yeah.
oh, that's where his body landed, and while his body was healing, you know, Freddy woke him up
Yeah,
after the
yeah.
toxic sludge. And then you just explain, you'd be like, oh well, uh the whole mask thing, and I'd be like, well, there's crazy enough in the series. Do we really need an explanation for why he has the mask?
I kind of wonder if they would ever make a sequel to the remake. I don't think it would happen though. It's been too long. I think
Well,
it's been too long.
okay, if we take that route, it's not the best option for me, because I mean, he's still human, Jason. Like, we aren't gonna get the unkillables. My favorite is Zombie, because, you know, he's unkillable. That's what I like about him, is that he's not like a horror character that you can fight back. He's like a tank. You gotta just run from that.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of wonder if they're gonna do what Never Hike in the Snow did and just have it take place in Crystal Lake in the winter and have ice skating and have the ski lifts, and there's so much stuff you could do with that, having it take place in the snow in the winter and stuff. You can have just Jason killing people off, skating down a hill. He's just chopping them into pieces as they're coming down. That'd be crazy. I hope they could put it in the snow. I know a lot of people are saying that too. I wouldn't mind seeing Jason in the snow.
I mean, yeah, it'd be definitely like a cool way of doing it with like creative kills and stuff. Because I mean, it worked and Never Hike in the Snow.
Yeah.
Hell, you could literally have the opening kill be someone's like, you know, messing around on the ice and Jason just pulls them through. Like the lake's frozen over and he grabs them.
Yeah, yeah. And do you think that it would start out with Jason and under the water still frozen?
I think if you're gonna, it depends on what you want to keep canon and what you. I mean, if you're going like, oh, this takes place after Freddy versus Jason, you can still have him under the water. Because I like the idea of keeping Freddy versus Jason canon, because I don't feel like we're gonna get anything like that again.
Mm-hmm.
Especially with Robert Englund, I don't think we're gonna get it again. So. But I mean,
Yeah,
if
I
you
don't
want
think so
to,
either.
if you want to, hell, if you want to ignore that one, you can literally just have it be, you know, after part 7, and have him under the lake there for that reason. I mean, that if you start it with Under the Lake, that literally gives fans their own opportunity. Like, they can be like, oh, this obviously takes place after Freddy versus Jason, and it means, and you know, Jason X ain't canon at that point. Just get rid of Jason X, and you can basically let fans choose where they have it. I guess if you just start it.
Yeah. There's a lot they can do. I mean, everybody's wanting to happen. Just kind of waiting on them at this point.
True. Just waiting on them.
What you been up to though, Cara? It's been forever since you've been on. It's good to hear from you again. I just haven't heard from you in a while.
Not much. Just, you know, life, basically. Just working on and doing stop motion. That's basically all I do half the time.
Oh, you're working on some stop motions right now?
Yeah. Like, I'm more figuring out stuff with it on what to do. I got some small ones done, but I gotta get some voice people for that, and I can post that one.
Oh, nice. That's cool.
I actually have been saving up because I'm actually planning on buying a Xenomorph and a Predator Mega Construx figure, which I don't know if people know what that are, but it's like a Lego figure and an action figure mixed together. Hang on, wait. I actually have
Oh
one around
crap!
here. I can kind of show you what they are. 1 second. Okay, so where? Let me just. I'll grab. I'm trying to find a human one because that explains it better than the others. There we got a Spartan from Halo. It's that. See, it's like a Lego, but it's not.
Yeah, what is it?
Okay, so best way to explain these are they're like they can move like action figures, but they have holes in the bottom like Lego, so I can do like stop motion stuff with them easier than I would be doing action
I've
figure.
had those. Yeah, I did have a Master Chief one at one point. I don't know what
Yeah.
happened to it. I had one of Master Chief.
Well, I have some Call of Duty ones here that are like normal soldiers, like right in this bag. So what I was wanting to do was get a Xenomorph and a Predator because they made figures of them, and doing some stop motion with that. Besides the Star Wars and Marvels that I usually do.
Oh, sweet! I didn't know they made a Xenomorph figure for those.
And they made a normal Xenomorph, a damaged Xenomorph, a blue one, and then they made like red and green. They even made a Queen Xenomorph that's like a buildable figure.
Dang, okay.
I also have Hellboy, and I have Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator. Like I have him. It's his human form, but he's like has a damage, so he has like his robot arm. I also have the T-1000, but it's missing. Like when I was moving, I lost like it because it came with the arm spikes where you could switch out its normal hands for the arm spikes to have.
Yeah.
And I lost one of those because I was going to do a stop motion with that, but then couldn't. So it's just like, you know what? I'll save up a little bit and I'll get the Xenomorph and the Predator and I'll do some cool stuff with that.
What storyline you got coming up? Are you gonna have like a just strictly alien type of storyline, or are you gonna have a crossover storyline or something?
I don't know if I'm gonna do a story with them. I think it's just gonna be like, a Predator going around killing, and then a Xenomorph infestation on a ship. Because I can use the Halo. Hang on, let me get one of them here. I could use one of these guys for the aliens because they're like, they look like these are from Halo, but they work good enough for.
It fits.
Like, yeah. So doing something with that for story. It's like story-based stuff is like Star Wars and Marvel. That's what I do with those. But the one I actually have done is based on Ghost Rider. That's just like the one I have done. I just gotta get voice people for it. It's really short. Like you'll see when I post it. It's very short. But I did do some cool gore effects with it, even though they're Legos. I found some way to do some good gore.
Really? Are you using like the old school way, just some red paint, or you could use? Have you ever found those? They're like little paint tubes that are real cheap, and on the front of it, like the logo, I think is like an apple or something, and you can get like a dark red, and it like comes right off, like it peels off. So you can use it for like fake blood, and it just peels off. Doesn't even damage anything in the figure.
Actually, I have a stop motion app that actually allows me to add After Effects with that.
Really, like CGI blood and stuff?
Kind of like that. It's a way of getting blood on the stuff, but without having to actually ruin my minifigures.
Oh, nice.
But actually, what I did is I made like a melting face, but I did like a bunch of stuff with it. Like you'll see when I post it.
Yeah, and so like
nice.
Sorry.
Oh no, you're fine. What's up, Ian? How you doing?
Good.
Been a minute since I've seen you too. It's been forever since I've seen y'all.
Yes. And
good to hear from you guys again.
To my local comic book shop, and I bought a couple of my comic book, short in boxes.
Mm-hmm. Dang, what is that? A box?
Yeah.
It's
What is
X-Men.
that? Oh, it's all the X-Men
Yep.
comic books?
Yeah.
Or is it just like a all of a certain series?
Well, okay, so they have a sale because I don't like to put my comic books at the inside of the shelf because that can actually, wreck them. If you put them right on the, not inside a box.
Mm-hmm.
You can, and you get the little bent. And
Yeah.
So, anyways, they make me a deal for. So I bought 2 boxes for $12.
Dang, that is a steal.
Yeah, like, sure, why not?
Yeah, I'd go for it.
Yeah, well, because I try to put them boxes like right underneath my right underneath my new shelf, but they don't want to fit.
No?
Nope. Because I thought some strange reason oh, that would fit.
Yeah, they got to have a lot of room for those.
Yep, and because and some strange reason I thought that would fit.
Well, you never know. I mean, it's worth a try.
Yeah.
Like my shelf over here is full. I gotta get a new shelf. I'm starting to write the pile of movies over here now. I'm like, I gotta start getting a new shelf.
Yeah. See, you know what?
I just have nowhere to put a new shelf at. I mean, I could put it right next to that shelf.
See, you know what? Because I have to. I have to reorganize my shelf. I gotta put all my regular DVDs on the right on the bottom shelf, and I can have all my Blu-rays on my top.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be a fun.
It is always a hassle to go through your collection.
Yep,
and just reorganize stuff. I reorganized it last week and it took me 2 hours. That was just I just try to make sure everything's in order.
And and I don't know, man. And today I feel like I don't know. I feel like because and you know how when you get in that certain when you get into them certain kind of moods, meaning because I was feeling really good because and the next minute I know I was pissed.
Really?
I don't know why.
But you didn't know why you were pissed?
Yeah.
Mood swings, man.
Because and my mom said, I think you might be like an bipolar.
Maybe, or just some days if you don't get enough sleep, like me, if I don't get enough sleep and people bug me, I get kind of irritated. It's not, I don't mean to, it's just whenever I don't have sleep, I just get more crabby. I'm just more in a bad mood.
I think everyone has their bad days.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, everybody, some people, if they don't eat enough, they're hungry, they're mad. I don't know why.
Well,
they are.
Or
if they don't play their game enough.
Yeah. Well, because I try to do my I try to work on my I have my second count that is I try I tried to do my stop motion uh rock wrestling show, but oh my god, it's so hard.
Yeah, I've tried stop motion. That's why I'm like, Cara, props to you too,
Yeah.
Ian. Like, that stuff is so difficult.
And
It's a lot more harder than people think. As I've tried doing stop motion, I'm just like, screw this, man. This is like, because I'd play it back and it didn't look right, and I'm like, oh dang, it doesn't line up, it doesn't look right, and you have to go back and
Yeah.
refilm it all over again.
It
Yeah.
takes to be honest, it takes a patience of still.
yeah, and well, because in next month I'm planning on going to watch my friend to rock wrestle, and my yeah and there is a guy who was selling a whole bunch of some more of his they there's a booth I always look at that is he sell a whole bunch of them rock wrestling figures, but see, I had to pick from a Darby to a Darby Allen or a Orange Cassidy.
Yeah, you can go either way with those
Yeah.
wrestlers.
Well, because if I get a Darby Allen, I want to do a feud him and what woman what Reigns is gonna do
Yeah.
yeah, and I got a couple new women in my women division.
Nice.
I have Dr. Brent Baker
Okay.
and
Okay.
Ruby Wyatt.
Oh, cool.
And so I'm doing a match with Ruby Wyatt feuding with what's his name? Shorty, Shorty Blackheart.
Nice.
Hey, no, I get to be a really good.
Have you seen what she did recently? She cut all of her hair off.
Yep. And well, because now I made a new in my women's division, I make a new of my with Vicky Guerrero.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, I made a beast of a team.
Really?
So I put now Hannah Rose teaming up with Nia Jax.
Nice.
Now that would be man. Oh my god, that would be a unstoppable team. right there. They are both big.
Is
You
that
know,
you riding the Ghost Rider motorcycle?
yes,
Yeah, that's
yes,
sick.
yes. They have a superhero place in somewhere in Indiana. That guy got everything. And he got some hard to find stuff from he have the original Superman cape from the 1965 Superman. Now
From the
that kind of
TV
cool
show
to
or
him.
the movies?
The I guess I guess there was the old black and white one,
Oh,
and he got a Spider-Man suit from the original, like a part one of the Toby Maguire one.
nice. Now that's a catch.
Yeah.
Yeah, because and he got the Iron Man car when he got into a wreck.
Got into a
Oh,
wreck.
No, off of the Iron Man Part One, I think.
are you talking about the one that gets blown up at the beginning of the movie by the missiles?
Yes.
Oh,
Was it Part One or Part Two? I can't remember.
I remember in part 2 he has a car of his own that's called the Hot Rod, but
Yes.
that car doesn't get destroyed.
Okay, I think that was in Part One then.
Part 1 is he's driving in that van with a bunch of people, and then it gets blown up.
Oh.
When he because I can't remember what the group was called.
And he
The
got
7 rings blow it up.
yeah, and
But there's also a car he lands on in the movie.
and he have two is he had a suit of Heath Lee.
Keith Lee.
No, of a Heath.
Oh, I thought you were saying Keith Lee. Oh, Heath Ledger. I was like, Keith Lee?
No.
Hayden's here. What's up, Hayden? How you doing, man?
Yes, and he got.
I thought you said Keith Lee. I'm done.
No. Like, wait a minute.
Ian, what's your thoughts on Dirty Dom becoming the North American champion?
I don't know. Oh.
It's on Raw now, man.
Yep, but I heard that Dominic Mysterio and his little friend.
It's Mommy.
Yeah.
Her name
Mommy,
is Mommy.
got in big time trouble with the WWE. They were getting so much heat right in the backstage.
Why? How are they getting in trouble?
They want to do so Mommy want to put a dog, a dog collar right around, Dominic.
Mm-hmm.
They said they can't do that because they don't want the kids who watch it. That is kind of like getting kind of right out there. Sorry, I was reading the.
So they wanted to put a dog collar on a wrestler, but Vince was like, no, basically.
Nope. Well, because Vince don't want the W no more because that is Rock Whipple H. Sorry, Paul.
I thought Vince came back. I think
And he gave Triple H is running SmackDown and Raw.
I know it's hard to keep up with WWE. Like,
Yeah.
all the stuff that's happened. Thanks for amazing.
Yeah, and like how
are you doing with it, Nate? How's your catching up on it?
With wrestling, it's difficult. Like,
Yeah.
it's I want to keep up, but it's just there's so much to watch, and also it's just I'm not. It feels like WWE is kind of unorganized right now.
Yeah.
And they're just doing whatever they want, and it's very hard to follow.
Yeah, and well, because I went to Target, I hid, so I hid both. Yeah, so I hid a Paul Heyman, and that was and that is not there no more.
Really?
Yep, like I said. Yeah, because I hid it underneath the Funko Pop, shelves.
Mm-hmm.
Right in the back.
Oh, I can explain what happened to it. Okay, so hiding stuff under the shelves, it doesn't work. Because if you leave, let's say you do that and then you leave for the day and then you come back, most likely what happened is a worker found it and put it back in its proper place.
Yes.
Yeah, I hate when that happens. I did that one time because I found a Blu-ray for a movie and I was like, I don't want to get it right now because the line's so big, but we'll come back later when it's down and we'll get it. And we waited till later, we came back and it was gone. I was like, dang.
Yeah, and so anyway, what happened at my show, at my local independent show, they took one of the they destroyed a belt.
Dang, they did.
Well, because one of the belts was, and the belt was like falling apart, and the plates was falling apart. The women's, belt. So, my friend said, them belts don't cost cheap. About a 900, and that belt cost $900 to make. Damn.
Dang.
Yeah, $900.
$900.
Yep.
What
Hand
the
me
hell?
that belt. Hand me that belt. I'll buy a Lego Death Star.
The actual Death Star.
I said the Lego. I think an actual Death Star would cost like trillions of
Yeah,
dollars.
trillions.
Fucking probably so much money we couldn't even count to build an actual Death Star. It's supposed to be like the size of the moon.
Ooh. Oh, sick. You know what?
What's up?
I might need to probably change my mind about buying that guy got a Ultimate Elite of um of and 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 Eddie.
Oh, really?
Yeah. With the undisputed belt.
You know, they're having a WWE event around where I am right now.
Yeah.
I can't go to it. I don't have the money, but you know, they're having one.
And like somebody offered to buy my and one of my pops, I see how much that worth. My my Joker one is worth that is worth about that is worth about roughly $100.
That's a lot for a useless piece of plastic.
Yeah. Well, that was one of them. It was like
Actually,
one of them.
speaking of Funko, did you guys know that Funko literally lied to their fan base at Comic-Con? Because they told people if you went to the Comic-Con, you were gonna get this Funko Pop that was like really exclusive, and that there was like only a limited piece count. And then people went there, spent like hundreds of dollars to get in and get these pops. And then after the Comic-Con was over, they released this thing, I think it was called a Fun Box, that had the exact same Funko Pop in it, except it had a different sticker.
Wow.
And people were mad about it. I laughed because I'm like, ha, you got scammed.
Oh
They literally scammed people.
shit.
And
Sorry.
apparently their CEO got fired, like, because he was doing some shady shit. Like, they
Yeah.
won't, like, I haven't heard what it is, but apparently he's been doing some shady stuff.
Yeah.
That's all I
So
know.
anyway, them are the new they are the new the Elite is coming out.
Mm-hmm.
Man, a Yoko's man, and the Yokozuna look sick.
Nice. Oh, that
Wait,
does
is-
look nice.
Wait, down
Did
there,
they put him
is
in the game recently?
that a referee?
Yep.
I've never seen a referee figure. I didn't even know they made them. Nate, have you ever seen a referee figure?
Or they got a Asuka.
Mm-hmm.
Uh,
They've released so many figures of Asuka at this point, right?
yeah, like sorry, but like some figures I do like, but like, oh, now they have the Rock, pack. Like his dad, the Rock, and his grandpa.
It's actually, for me, like, one thing I've noticed that's kind of bummed me out when I look at it is over the years at my Walmart, like the WWE section has been shrinking and shrinking. Because when I was younger, they had like a big old section. It's just been shrinking. And now I don't even, like, I remember when I was like, I think I was around 15 or 14. I would always see kids over there buying figures, and now I only see adults. Like, a few adults go over there. It just kind of bums me out when I look at it.
Well, I meant because, and that really got me mad is like somebody at Target, or meaning just a random person told me, "Aren't you kind of too old to put, aren't you kind of too old to look at toys?"
Well, no one's ever truly old enough for toys. If
Yeah.
you want toys, I know people use the word collectible, but it's bullshit. You're buying a toy. Just accept it.
Yeah. And like, see, I see, and I was,
Oh, Nate, we can't hear you. Your audio's messed up.
yep.
Oh, there it is. My bad. I don't know why my mic was muted. I was talking this whole time to Ian. I thought he was listening. I was like, "You don't like Oscar?"
Well, like, really, we need another a woman wings.
Oh, another one. Yeah, they got too many Roman Reigns.
Like,
That's a name I know. Roman Reigns. I
and
don't
like,
know many names.
and like, I think that figure they're gonna make. See,
That's good, Hayden. Glad you're doing well, man.
I think they should make a figure of who was it? Somebody who didn't get a figure for a long time. They have a whole bunch of blocks. They don't need. And I look at the one pack of the full pack, and I was going to buy it, and it sit right on the shelf. Uh, 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 $40. And when I ring it up, it was $60. Like I said, who
I've
wanna
had
buy
that
this?
happen.
Right there. So you get Hogan, you get Rocky Maivia, Stone Cold, and Becky Lynch. Lynch.
Wow.
I remember I bought this one thing at Walmart, and I was like at the checkout, and on the tag it was like, it said clearance, and it had the tag. It said, it was like, oh, this is only $40. And then when I went to the checkout, they said, oh no, it's like 70. And I'm like, the fuck? And why do you got the sticker on it?
Yeah, and like, well, like, okay, there's my problem with the new WWE Ultimate, elites. They give you like way too many hands and like way too many heads.
Well, I guess they want extra hands for extra ways to play, I guess. That way you can
Yeah.
have your wrestlers like grab someone's head, slam it into the ring, give them a concussion,
Yeah, and like,
brain damage.
yes.
Like,
And like,
okay.
now that is sick.
What's up, Surround Sound Freak? How you doing, man? It's been a minute since I heard from you, man. How you doing?
Yes,
Good to hear from you again.
Yeah, but I have to
Well,
say,
no, I think you showed up on my last stream. Never mind. I don't know why I didn't remember that for a minute. Yeah, you were here last time. What's up, Surround Sound Freak?
what big? I'd say that figure is like really sick too. Yeah.
Oh, it's on the
Andre.
string. Why does he
Andre the
have pointy
Giant.
fingers? I guess okay, I guess I can understand the pointy fingers, if he's pointing at the fans. Or I guess he could poke someone in the eye. I thought they'd have more hands of like grabbing, or other fist motion,
Yeah.
for extra punches.
And yeah, and I saw they having a now they made a Matt Cardona and a Brian, Myers, now they have the two new ones from a whole new, company, but I was trying to see how much they're worth, but no, I'm not. I'm not spending about $50 each.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, and like, sorry, but Matt Cardona and Brian Myers are not really that good.
Oh, really?
Like Matt Cardona is a sack.
You don't like Matt Cardona?
No,
Why?
I don't know. Like something about his personality, I just don't like.
Yeah, he's got like an ego.
Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, because yeah, so you've heard of the one wrestler named Jake his name is Jake
Jake Smith.
Jake Jake something.
Jake the Snake.
No, because that's a like he's a whole different Jake. I mean, he is like Whip.
Well, shouldn't every wrestler be ripped?
Yes,
Not
but
necessarily. Yeah, there's one called Basham Booger, and that dude was.
oh yeah, because in couple of the wrestlers who I go to watch, I mean, they are not really built at all. I'd be and they're mostly fat.
Well, Nate. I mean, you are a wrestler. You should know. I mean, you're obviously the pinnacle of physical performance.
No. No. I just did it for fun. If I took it seriously, like if I were to really go and get into the ring, I would try to get in the best shape possible. For sure.
And
No,
Like
you're-
if they got a
you're already in
wrestling
the
ring,
best
I would try to. No, I'm way out of shape. I'm more out of shape now than I was when I was wrestling, because when I was wrestling, I was working at FedEx, and I was like throwing around power generators and shelves and fridges and all that stuff all day, and then I'd go wrestle on the weekends. So I was in better shape back then, but I'm hoping to get back in good shape again. I want to hit the gym a lot more.
well, I mean, yeah, yeah, but
And
me,
you're saying you weren't built doing all that? You just said you were throwing around power generators and shit, and then you'd wrestle on the weekends.
and
I mean,
That's
I wasn't
awesome.
working on it was mainly arm strength. It wasn't like core strength or leg, anything like that. It was mainly just because when you're just tossing stuff around, it only really helps your arms and maybe a little bit your legs, but you gotta
it's
like
still a
work out.
It's still a workout. It's still, still exercise.
Yeah, and I do miss that part about that job, because it'd be like 100 degrees in the trailer, and you'd be throwing around like tires and microwaves and anything.
Oh
I've unloaded trucks that had anything in them.
yeah, and okay, like one of my friends said, if you get your hands on a Logan Paul figure, and what I'm going to do with that. If I get my hands on a Logan Paul figure, you know what I'm going to do?
You can have a wrestler die in the ring and then have him film it.
And like,
That'd be horrible.
well, yeah, well, because so I will put the Logan Paul figure into the pit, into the fire pit.
Nah, Logan Paul, best wrestler. Yeah, I don't like that, best wrestler.
One thing about Logan Paul I just don't like.
You don't like
Because
you don't like
not
Logan Paul?
No.
as good as Tyson Rex, but Tapir.
Yeah.
He filmed a dead body in the forest. Maybe our wrestlers done that.
And-
Exactly.
Oh, that is sick. It's
Hmm?
freaking sick.
What?
But it comes nothing to the true experience of Trenchy. Trenchy, tell me how many wrestlers have actually took a chair to the back of the head? Oh,
A blue cage.
Oh, the old school cage.
Yes.
Hagar. Ben says Hagar. You like Jake
Hey.
Hagar? I miss Jack Swagger. I miss when he was the All-American American.
Yeah.
Get down on your knees.
Mm.
On your knees.
Yeah. And wow, man, I was watching. Oh, what movie I was watching? I was watching the Ultimate Warrior. One of his DVDs. Man, every superstar like bashing him.
Mm-hmm.
They said Warrior was not really safe as the inside wing. I don't know, and maybe he was not safe.
did he ever return, or did he just leave? What happened to Ultimate Warrior?
And he returned for the his Hall of Fame induction ceremony. Then on Raw, then he made a speech, and then after Raw on Tuesday, we found him, dead.
Oh shit, he died?
Yeah, he passed away right after he gave his Hall of Fame
Yeah.
speech. And he showed up on Raw, I think, one more
Yeah.
time too. And he gave a really weird speech about, like, it was just haunting, where he was like, my soul, even if I pass away, my soul will live on and the
Yeah.
warrior will keep running. And it was just like right after that he passed away.
Yeah,
What
that
did he
was
die
like-
from?
Wow.
freaky.
I think he had a heart attack, right?
Yeah.
A lot of wrestlers die from heart attacks because they push themselves so much. They do so much drugs. They're just constant. When you push your body to its breaking point every other week, eventually you just burn out. A lot of those guys tore their bodies down. Like, they had torn muscles and broken arms and ankles and legs, and they had just doing drugs 24. Not all of them, but a lot of them were doing drugs and cocaine and pills and.
Yeah, and
I knew he quit, but I didn't know he died.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he
there
passed
is
away.
like almost a lot of wrestlers who died.
Well, I know about that guy who fell from, like, he was doing a stunt and fell and hit the ring and died.
Hawk.
Wasn't there that guy who, like, murdered his family and didn't
Oh,
kill himself?
Rock Benoit.
I think so. I don't remember who they said.
Yes.
And then the person Trenchy gave me, which I don't know if he died, but I can't remember the wrestler's name, but he murdered his mistress. And that is the only information I know.
Superfly.
I don't know if it's
And and the one,
remembers the name.
because the one wrestler that I met was a total dick. I'm sorry, but CM Punk was a dick.
Yeah, but even he
was
says
those-
he's I think even he knows he's a dick.
The name was CM Punk. What were you expecting?
You met
I-
CM Punk?
Yes.
how did you do that? How did,
Okay.
that's hard.
So
He don't
so
just interviewed or anything by just anyone.
okay. So me and my sister and my nephew and her ex husband, we went to war in Chicago.
Hmm.
So after the show, we went to a pancake house.
Yeah.
So Punk was there.
Oh, cool. So when you met him,
And
it wasn't very cool meeting CM Punk.
no, and
Dang, that sucks.
and I trying to, say something, and he kind of like, doing that. Come on, talk. Hurry up.
Well, they do say never meet your heroes.
Yeah. And yeah, because I
Yeah.
remember I told my
Me personally, I only have to take 2 steps into the other room to meet my hero because it's a cat.
yeah, and well, because I remember I said something like when I walked away from him, because I think I told Punk to to go fuck off.
No shit. Was this back when CM Punk had the long hair, or did he have like the short hair when he was? Was this the?
Yes.
Oh, it is great, Colt. It is
Yeah.
great.
Yes. That when he used to have the long hair when he was with Luke Carl.
Oh, Carl is Luke Gallows or is it
Yeah.
Carl Anderson?
Yes, sorry. Luke
Gallows.
Meant because
You
but
mixed
Luke
them
Gallows,
together. You said Carl Gallows. I was like, it's
Wait,
usually
wait.
Gallows and Anderson is what they're called.
sorry. See, no, like my tongue get tied and
It is hard to remember. I always got them mixed up too when I first seen the OC.
yeah, but I'd say Luke Gallows was, man, he was down to earth the most, so
He was the nicest
I got my
one?
picture,
Who was the nicest
And-
wrestler you've met? Like the coolest one that wanted to take pictures and be like talking to you and
okay,
Was it
I'd
Rush
say, may God rest his soul, is Jim the Anvil Nighthawk.
mm-hmm.
He was down to earth, the most nicest guy.
That's cool.
And do not spend your money on meeting Marty Jin.
Janetti, why?
Yeah. He was a complete dickhead to me.
Marty Jannetty? He seems
Yeah.
pretty cool in his interviews and everything. He tells a
Well,
bunch of stories about the wrestlers and stuff from back in the day. He seems cool, but
well, because I think at the time that he was on a whole bunch of his drugs.
oh, you think so?
Yep.
Damn.
And I met Craig Dam and Craig Dam Fontime, also a dickhead.
What about the wrestler we really need to be meeting? Tyson Rex. That guy.
I think he's retired or something like that. I can't remember.
Yeah.
Nobody's seen him in years. No, I'm joking.
Yeah.
If somebody came up to me on the street and they were like, "Oh my God, Tyson Rex," I'd be like, "How did you even find our channel?" Because I'd be like, "I am just this out of shape dude on the I'm some fat guy in the
Yeah.
like. What's the like about that?"
Well, because I have to say,
Don't worry, Nate. I'll find you and I'll do it in the most embarrassing place. I'll wait until you're in the middle. But everyone's thinking.
I'm like, I don't know who you're talking about. Must have been mistaken with somebody else.
Like, so
I don't know who this
you.
Tyson guy is, but you know.
Yeah, and yeah, oh yeah, so like and I got a funny thing what happened to me too. Like, okay, right after, so right after when a Monday Night Raw, get done with, they have the fans actually stand right in the back, when the wrestlers actually try and get in the cars and leave. And man, I saw Bray Wyatt was getting inside a car with Paige.
Really?
Yeah. And well, because and the line to meet him was so long. Because I trying to get my book signed by him. Also Paige was also was us, was assigning, them also taking, pictures with the guys too, with the fans, and Paige was nice to me because I made a poster. I forget where my sign went. I got Paige to sign it. I got Bray Wyatt. I got Hataya, Nighthawk to sign it. And well, because John's and John Cena was signing a whole bunch of his stuff too. Or like my sister, do you want to get something signed? Them from John. Oh my god, man! I can't believe I said Cena suck, dick. And my sister said, "What do you say?" Like I said, Cena suck dick.
Cena just looks over at you, begins chasing you across the.
What'd you say to me?
Ah!
Oh, there's one guy you haven't met though. It's a guy that you should meet. Yeah, LA Knight. Yeah.
Woo! The Nature Boy, Star and Profile. Woo!
Nate, would you get into the ring against Ric Flair?
I'm not worthy.
And well, because I want to get in the ring with.
You can just pull the Trenchy special, hitting him in the head, not looking.
I thought you meant like pooping on the floor or the mat or something.
No, it's more of, Trenchy was clobbered in the back of the skull. It's the Trenchy special.
Yeah, and I'd say, oh yeah, because and also the one wrestler I did met too, it was super cool, was the Hall of Famer Jake the Snake.
Oh, you met Jake the Snake?
Yep.
Dummy, yeah. Sorry, LA Knight.
Yeah, and
that wasn't you. That was what LA Knight says. Let me clarify that.
Yeah.
It's cool that you met Jake the Snake because I would love to have an opportunity to meet him.
Ian's like the Brian of wrestling, where he's met most of the wrestlers, where Brian has met like directors and stuff. you decide which one is cooler.
Yeah, but I remember when I was a kid, my real dad used to take me and my cousin to watch the WWF at the time, back in the 1990s. And me and my cousin, like, yeah, so me and my cousin actually snuck inside the we somehow found the we found somehow we found the in the somehow we found the in the backstage, where all the guys is at. And let's say I went into a very young, up and coming, the Undertaker, when he was, first, came into the WF.
Oh, back when he wore the purple gloves and the hat.
Yes.
I have a figure of that Undertaker, like when he didn't have that many tattoos. That's cool.
Yes. But, and me and my cousin got kind of scared, because at the time Undertaker looked so scary. Like, run away! And I met and I met yeah. So I met Danhausen.
You met Danhausen? How was that?
Oh my god. Huh?
How was that meeting Danhausen?
He was awesome.
Did he try to sell you a house? Meaning his damn housing after.
Yeah.
Danhausen, technically.
Yeah, because in Danhausen, he charged $25 for a 8x10. And I don't have all I have in my wallet was $20. And like I said, I can't do 20. I'm sorry, I can't do 20. It's only, yeah.
Hey, at least he didn't just grab your 20, crumble it up into a little ball, throw it across the room, and be like, "You think I will take this garbage?"
Like, how dare you now that is a pretty sick 2-pack. Hook and Danhausen.
Surprised it wasn't Hook and Jungle Boy.
Yep. Yep. Yeah, like some of the wrestling figures is kind of cool, but some of them kind of like. See, I think AEW figures is a whole lot more better made than the WWE. I think E1s.
I like the packaging design.
What?
How the
In
boxes
WWE?
of AEW looks.
Yeah. Yeah, because every time I open up them, I put I because I put all my boxes as in a tote
Mm.
because you never know if you might want to, uh, and you get free signs, you
Hmm.
that's right behind it. So heck yeah, I mean,
Yeah, the WWE ones just keep releasing the same figures. It's either like Edge or John Cena, Randy
yep,
Orton.
yep, like
Well, I mean, those are the people who sell, so
Yeah.
it's kind of like Star Wars with Darth Vader. I mean, there's like trillions of Darth Vader figures, and they still sell because it's people buy it. That's the character they want.
yeah,
Also,
and
Nate, what belt is that behind you? Is that a replica or is it a toy belt?
Oh, that's the NWA belt over here. The
nice.
National Wrestling Alliance Championship. I have the World Championship. I just haven't put it up yet.
Yeah.
I don't know where to put it at.
And then you got Old Man Roy Burns.
Okay.
Yep.
Question: how do you hang up or like a belt?
I just use thumbtacks. You
Okay.
put it right through the belt strap. It's hard. You gotta like twist it, and because it's leather strap, so it takes a minute, and then you just put it on the wall. And you can line up the thumbtacks with where the snaps are on the belt. That's above the snaps, and just hang on the wall.
Yeah, and
I just thought it was better there than just in my closet, because it was just in my closet for the longest time, and I was like, I gotta do something with this.
yeah, and well, because yeah, uh, yeah, so like, anyways, my friend said, "Are you coming down to watch the So, anyways, my friend said, "I'm gonna tell them, um, and your birthday that's coming up. Like I said, don't you dare." And I guess what they would do, if your birthday, and they would make you get inside a wing, and then everybody catches you. Oh, happy birthday to you! Like, nope, not doing it.
Why not?
I don't do, I'm kind of, I don't do a whole bunch of wows. Meaning, I get kind of like, not, it's scared. I get kind of like,
You're probably just really humble. You don't like people like singing everybody like all the attention on you. Like I kind of in the same way where I'm like, oh great, everybody's complimenting me or they're saying, happy birthday or congratulations. I'm like, yeah, thank you. I'm just
well, because at
humble.
the show, and
we'll try to be.
Yeah. Well, plus like every time it's somebody's birthday, they had the one guy who always had to come out saying, "Stop the music! Stop the music! That's not all about them. That's all about me. Now get out of my room." Because and he trying to give me some fake, cash, like happy birthday, and don't spend it all in one day. Like, it's fake.
I'd be like, where's my real $10,000? Give it to me now, or I'm gonna throw the briefcase at you.
Because and they had one kind of guy, that the group of guys, named the Awakening. Oh God, about 6 guys, actually right in the group. That is like a faction, because then one had to do a match, and then you know, then they always have guys actually right in the have to stand or like yeah.
6 guys at the same time.
6 guys in one bed.
Exactly.
And yeah, and so and well because and like yeah because and stay tuned on my channel because I'm gonna have a big surprise.
Surprise for who?
Huh?
Surprise for who?
Because we're gonna do a interview with one of my good with one of my good friends, Gravity.
Yeah, you showed that last time.
Yeah.
I like how you did the Texas Chainsaw Massacre thing.
Yeah, and I got them too, but I had to buy some, something to put them in.
My phone's overheating, so I'll be back later.
Okay.
Once my phone's cooled down.
All right. We'll probably be calling it soon anyways, because we've been going for a while, but we'll go a little bit longer.
We got Lionel and a couple art pictures.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, like ooh, I'm gonna pick them. Yeah. Yeah, and like so anyways, I got a so at the end mission, I'm gonna try to see if you can ask maybe like get a couple maybe do a quick Q&A.
Mm-hmm.
Like Chelsea. Yeah, and he's not happy because him and his technical partner lost the belts because his opponents talked him into doing a 1-on-2 a 1-against-2 like a no hold barred match. I said, how is that fair?
I don't know.
It's not fair.
No.
Meaning they can actually sneak up right behind you and like do a cheap shot.
Yeah.
And I saw at my local store that is a block. Sorry.
Oh, no, you're fine.
That was a block cluster in game, and because I'll be taking my white pod as with me because when I'm trying to take pictures, like my arms are kind of like too short.
Mm-hmm.
Then I'm trying to get it right in the right spot. And I'd say the most nicest wrestler I met was with the girls had to be Hardy Bell.
Nice.
She was super nice.
That's good.
Because I thought she was gonna be like one of them people like, sorry, I got no time for you. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, but she's like super nice. And and sh- yeah, her and who was also nice. Somebody, oh, they heard about Fine Brian Pillman Jr. got signed to
WWE.
Yeah,
That's good.
yeah,
I'm so happy because I think he can. I think he has a lot more opportunity over there than AEW.
yeah, yeah, and like, okay, well, because, well, and I hope they don't do what they did to, like his dad, like kind of didn't put him right out there more,
Yeah.
like, yeah, and like, well, yeah, because and the one wrestler was super cool too. I met he is a I met former WWE superstar, current NWA World Heavyweight Champion, uh, 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 Titus. Titus was huge.
Mm-hmm.
And I said, holy crap, you are huge. Like he about 6'4" probably.
Mm-hmm.
And he pretty big boy.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, Brodus Clay.
Yeah, and like and he was super cool.
Yeah, I heard he's really nice.
Yeah, and then I met a couple of the and I tried to meet the one woman wrestler, but she didn't want no fans, to get right by her. That is Max. But Max Paler. And she kind of like, yeah, and like when I tried to ask her to sign my my poster, and she kind of like giving the weird look.
It's like, I gotta sign this. What the heck?
like geez,
Is there a problem?
Yeah, like
you have fans. Oh my god.
Yeah. Oh yeah, because
my god, you're a wrestler and you have fans.
Yes, and
I get it if you're like in the airport and 5 people stop you and are like, "Hey, da da da," but it's like you're signing. Like, act a little happy. You got fans. You got people that appreciate.
Well, because I say Christopher Daniel was awesome guy to meet.
Nice.
Oh my goodness, man!
I've heard he's really nice too.
Because he is a big fan of, and man, I remember, I gave him one of my because I heard he liked to collect books too, like in comic books.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He is a huge X-Men fan. And
that's cool.
Yeah. He was wrestling against a young up-and-coming star. He is one of Wiki the Dragon Steamboat students.
Mm-hmm.
Man, that kid got and yeah, that kid couldn't be in the WWE.
Yeah.
Or because or in so or or in or in or in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
And and like yeah yeah, and like plus like I got back out of the room because um and and I didn't see the like no being, you know, so I bought um I have in my bag a like a Subway, you know, sub.
Hmm.
um and the only ways you don't get caught is like kind of eat it kind of like, you know, down there, you know, kind of like, you know, meaning kind of, you know, try not to eat it, you know, all, you know, wrap out, kind of like eat it, then you take a bite, then you gotta, you know, um give me up, you know, I'll hide it, then you wrap it again. Yeah, and do you have heard of that one? What's the name? What was his name? Um, Casey Neuf. Casey Neuf. Powell.
Hmm.
And
Never heard of her.
him. And let me see if I can try to find him.
Oh, it's a guy. My bad.
He he was with who was it? Yeah, Mick Foley's son-in-law is a he is a manager,
Mm.
like he known as Frank like the Clown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, let me see if I can try to find him. Dang it, I can't find it. Warriors. Let me see here if I can try to find it. Please be patient with me.
Oh, you're fine.
Yeah.
We'll have you show this though, and then I'm gonna go ahead and wrap up because we've been going
Okay.
for almost 2 hours, and yeah. I also gotta go do some stuff real quick, but you can show
Yep.
that real quick before we end the show.
Him.
Hold on, I can't see. Your camera's frozen. Give it a minute. It'll show up in the stream. There we go. Oh, nice. Casey Navarro.
Yep.
I've heard of him.
Oh my God. He like, man, some of his moves. I was shocked. And he can do so many top rope moves, and like,
Mhm.
holy shit.
That's cool. Man.
Okay. Peace out.
Well, y'all, thank you so much for being here. Ian, thank you so much for hanging out tonight. Kara
Okay.
was here also chilling with us. Thank you to Kara for hanging out, and everybody in the chat. We had Surround Sound Freak. We had Ben Grimm pop in the chat. We had Colton the Guy here, Surround Sound Freak. Kelly. We had John from Grundy's Graveyard. We had Sean Blue Digital. We had a lot of people. Of course, Hayden was here tonight as well. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me here on Friday night, and you guys have a great weekend. We'll see you later.
Peace.
Explorer 4 is out. Peace. And that is it.